What's going on, homie? How you doing?
Good, good, good. How are you, man?
Man, today is a good day, bro. Today is a good day.
That's what I'm talking about. That's the way to start off a Monday, right?
Aren't we ending a Monday?
I mean, starting off your week. Let's say starting off your week, right? That's how
I,
lost in time I'm all over the place.
I think I think everybody can see like the tired from right here. Like it's like whoosh, tired. But we here.
Right. What people don't know is that 15 minutes before the show, I was sitting up here like this.
Hey man, I was putting the oldest to bed and sitting in his bed trying to stay awake, bro. I was like, all right, bro, you got to get
Hey,
up. You got to get up. If you close your eyes, you canceling the show. So Xavier, you need to go to sleep so I can get up and go downstairs and do the show. Because if I
right.
sit in this bed 3 more minutes, we both gonna be asleep.
Three more. 3 more minutes. I'm going night night. Hey,
You want to go night night? Yes.
hey, bro, they should make the Monday after Super Bowl a given holiday. I don't know what they got to
It
call
has
it.
to be a holiday.
I don't understand why. Why is it that we're going to work right after the Super Bowl? Unless the Super Bowl
Like
changes to be like Sunday morning, which it'll never do.
no,
I don't understand. I just don't get it.
or we all have President's Day off. Just push it one more week. Make
Right.
it on Sunday. We have Monday off. We're done. It seems like it should
I
be
mean,
a no-brainer.
if we're gonna be honest about it, I would even go so far as to say I'm pretty sure that I would advocate for a permanent 3-day weekend for now on. Like I was just saying this to Danielle. I said, if you work 5 days a week and you only have 2 days off, you're working a majority of your life away. I don't
Oh,
understand. Why am I working 5
100%.
for 2? You know what I mean?
All right, so here's
I'm
the question then. Do
okay.
you want Friday or Monday?
I want to swing. I want it to change. Every other like 1 month is a Friday month, the next week is a Monday month. I don't know. You know what I mean? I want options. You know what I mean? But if I had to call it,
See,
I think I would rather take Mondays off.
I don't want the option. I want society to just tell me because see, the options are too confusing. Like I just want to
Right.
know, do I have Monday off or do I have Friday off? That's it.
I
I
get
don't
you.
really care which one it is.
Yeah.
Because I don't want the way my life's set up right now, I don't want one more thing to think about.
Yeah, it's decision fatigue, right? People are
We
asking you
talk
to
about it a lot.
decide. It's too much. It's too much. I don't know. It's like this or that. This or that. This or
All right, so
that.
hold on. So
Can't do it.
let's ask. I have since it seems like you had that question, I have another question for you that's not related to the topic we're going to talk about today. But since we got a
Okay.
few people watching, here's here's your first question. Would you rather, if we got a permanent 3-day weekend, would you rather have Friday off or Monday off?
Mm,
Okay, I have a
okay.
follow up to that. For those with kids, do kids have a 4-day week or do they still have to go to school for 5 days?
Ooh,
Because
that's a
for
good
me, I
one.
prefer to go to school for 5 days.
Yeah, yeah. I kind of need them to be in school for 5. I mean, it's partially because of the kids that I think we need a 3-day weekend, right? Because they don't tell
Okay.
you that Saturday is not your day. Saturday stops
No,
being your day once your kids
no.
get older than 2. It's no longer your day. You
Like
used to
once
watch
the kid,
football. You used to
yep.
watch college football. You used to go, out and about. There was a time period when you were in your 20s and you were like, yo, Saturday afternoon is where I chill before I go out Saturday night. Boom, boom, bang, right?
Man, yeah.
Not anymore. Not anymore. Your kids own Saturday. They took Saturday.
And it's
That
like
only leaves you Sunday.
the minute their feet hit the floor, right?
Right.
It's like if they're awake in their room, it's like cool. You still, it's like They don't exist until their
Right.
feet hit the floor. The
Exactly.
minute your children's feet hit the floor on Saturday, your day is over. It's like, bloop, gone. Like you
Yeah.
can feel it. Like, here we go.
Yeah. It's like, here you go. Here you go. Because you're used to waking up at 7. You want to wake me up at 7 on Saturday talking about where oatmeal at. You want oatmeal?
No.
Oatmeal?
No.
You want oatmeal?
I got you. Bro. Got you beat.
Oh,
got you beat.
okay.
My son, Xavier, it's a fight Monday through Friday. He wakes up Monday through Friday. Candace get him out of bed, start the wake up process at about 6:45 in the morning.
Mhm.
My man, I get home from the gym about 6:50. He just not dragging himself into the bathroom. Saturday morning, 5 a.m.
Hey,
no lie, 5:30, 6 maybe. He'll shuffle down the hallway to pick up his tablet, and then he'll go back in the room. I'm not lying. That's that kid.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't understand. I just don't get it. I'm just seriously thinking about this more and more. There was a video posted by a little boy making a plea to the President Biden, for a 4-day week. He said he needed an extra weekend. I'm like, man, I'd almost support this little boy's position if it wasn't for the kids. Like, I don't need them out of school 4 days a week. I don't need them out of school 3 days. I need them in
Here's
school
the question,
5 days.
though. So that means we're advocating for our teacher friends to not get a 4-day work week. We're saying, hey, the rest of the world.
No, I'm not. I've already thought about this. Don't do that. So each class has 2 teachers, right? One teaches Monday through Thursday. The other one goes Tuesday through Friday. Boom. You still get a 4-day work week. Right? Come on. And I'm a little bit biased, right? I'm gonna go on and say, if you ain't got kids, I don't know that you should be getting 3 days off from work. I don't know.
You haven't earned it.
You haven't
so
felt
you don't have
growing. You know what I'm saying? You don't know, you don't cherish it. You don't cherish it. You know what I mean? You the person that's gonna be off and you partying away, and it's like, no, I'm just sleeping on one of the days, right? I just think we need a 3-day work week.
The official rule is, if you don't have children, you should have to work the full 5. And then once you get children, you can graduate into working a 4-day work week.
Yeah, I don't understand why. Is that controversial? I don't know. I've heard of countries where once you have kids, they will pay for one spouse to stay home. That's legit. They will say, well, you got kids now. Who's going to raise your kids? Stay at the house. Like, dang, that's what's up, right? I guess, So if we make big calls, right? If we're gonna overhaul it all, yeah, I got kids. I need 3 days off. Like, I need 3 days off. It would make me much more productive at work. You know what I mean?
I feel like I get more done in 4 days.
Yeah.
Like if I knew, boom, you got to crank. If you told me, all right, hey, starting next week, you got 4 days to work, I would crank out 5 days worth of work in 4 days.
Yeah.
Easy.
I crank out 6 days worth of work in 5 days now. So why couldn't I do 5 days in 4? You know what I mean?
If you're telling me one of those days the kids are still at school, I would probably still give you 5 days worth of work.
Bruh,
like I would probably, it would just be at my own pace.
And people don't understand what this does, because let's be honest, we're all responsible people here. We're not out here tripping, right? So what would you do with your extra day? Your extra day, your Friday or your Monday comes, your kids are at school. You know what you're gonna do? You're gonna be like, man, this is the only time I got to get this house together before these kids tear up the house again, right? Or you're gonna be like, I could go do food shopping. I can go walk around town. I could go meet other adults. You know what I'm saying? Imagine a world where you're out food shopping. You're like, you live here? Yeah, I live here. We all live here.
Let's go.
Why don't I ever see you? Because we got kids. The kids are around. They're blocking us from seeing everybody else. But now you can go do shopping. You can go do stuff. And it's like, oh, I can move. I can go do a bunch of stuff. And you still got 2 days left. You know what I mean? It's an amazing world. It's an amazing world.
I feel like this is something worth advocating for.
I think so. I think we need to make a recommendation. I don't know who the powers that be that would, make this a thing, but we got to figure this out because they got to still be in school. Maybe you would hire more teachers if you told them you would get summers off, plus you wouldn't have to work 5 days a week.
If I'm being honest with you, I still wouldn't clean. So we had a cleaning lady come to the house the other day.
Yeah.
There's something magical, let me tell you, about somebody else cleaning your house. Okay. It just feels different when you walk out and like the shower doors are clean or the floors are mopped. This woman cleaned the base. Now, granted, this was like a deep clean, so she cleaned the baseboards.
Right.
Like when you come in the house and you got that fresh, clean smell. That even when you clean your own house, you don't
lemon
really do that.
Yeah.
If I could afford a cleaning lady on the regular, I would fam. Yeah. Every week. I would do it every week if I could afford to have a cleaning lady just come by the crib and just boom, boom, boom once a week.
And knock it out. So what would you do with your extra day? What would you do with your extra day? Just sit.
I would sit. I would sit. Just recover.
Yeah.
I don't know. Pick up a new hobby. I don't know. Like, I guess I think it would depend on if it was a Monday or a Friday. Like Friday to me screams like let's go catch lunch, grab a few drinks, like grab a couple midday drinks, Uber back home, go pick up the car later when you kind of sober it back up, like that's what Friday would do.
Right.
Monday, you probably prep for the week. Maybe just kind of focus in, probably not do too much heavy lifting, probably do more household related errands.
Now let me ask you this.
Household family errands. Friday would be probably more gather with the homies at lunch, go get the kids from school at the end of the day. Boom, boom.
Now let me ask you this though, right? Would you take a split day and not choose a Friday or a Monday, but say you leave Friday morning, but you don't go back till Monday afternoon?
It's too much. No, I'm not. First off, I'm not starting my workday midday. Like if I ain't done nothing half the day already, you're not getting me to do. Like I can't turn it on. Like once it's off, like once we shut the switch off.
But could you imagine a world where it was normalized that no one works after 12 o'clock on Friday? Who does that?
Okay, that's cool. But I'm not working. Then I would just go to work on Monday morning. Like I can't. So the thing that I learned about me in the amount of time I take off, it's a train, bro. And so the more time I take off, the harder it is to get that engine moving down the tracks again. So if you told me, boom, you're done Friday half day, and you don't have to go back until Monday half day, you essentially telling me I ain't got to go back to work till Tuesday.
You're taking 1.5 days. I mean,
so give me one. Give me a full day Friday or Monday.
That might be how it evolves. I mean, I wanted to hear from more people in the chat though. Like, where are y'all at with the y'all gonna choose a Friday or you gonna choose a Monday off? In the world of a 4-day work week, which one are you choosing? Which day are you choosing off and why? And then Jeff's additional question was, do the kids still have to go to school for 5? I know where I stand. I think I know where Jeff stands. I want to hear from some of the people in the chat and see. Monday off. You see this?
Yeah.
People are it's because Monday feels at work like it has a different vibe. You know what I mean?
All right, well, hold on.
Just
our pilot friends. Now, as much as I love our friends, our pilot friends, I need y'all at the office.
Look,
Like
Danielle said, give me Monday off because I'm already checked out on Friday anyway.
So Danielle trying to get 4 days.
She's ambitious.
Danielle,
you know what I mean?
Danielle, I'm only working Tuesday through Thursday. You get what you get. You don't pitch a fit.
Hey, it's something about Monday vibes that make me want to avoid a Monday, right? Like, people come in, they're really hyped. They're like, oh, we got this and that and that. This is on Tuesday and this is on Wednesday and this is Thursday. And they're so hyped, but you're like, yeah, nah. Like, I'm not down, right?
What day did you want? Did you want Friday or Monday?
I wanted Monday off.
This is interesting. I thought I thought you wanted Friday, and then my follow-up question was going to be, I wonder if the Monday Friday rule follows along male female lines or husband and wife lines.
I want because
me, I think it depends on how I plan on using the day. And maybe this goes back to your idea to make it float. Because for me, if I go Monday, then I'm doing house stuff. Like I'm not really probably focused on a me thing. Like I'm not calling you and being like, yo, let's get up and go grab lunch or dinner. Because I got to go to work on Tuesday.
I tell you right now, my wife is so in tune with me. I can tell you exactly what Danielle would say that she would do with that Sunday, with a Monday off. She would go to the skating rink every Sunday. If she could.
Hold on. So you're saying you would do all your get together stuff on Sunday?
Yeah,
and then do your house
because you still
Monday.
Because what you're not realizing, this is the part about the Friday off, right? Yeah, you got Friday off, but then the kids they get these sneaky little planning days on Friday when they home, right? And say you're off, right? So say you're off on Friday, right? Then your kids still own Saturday. It's still work, right? All I'm doing is moving it a little bit. I'm like, okay, your day is Saturday. Sunday is my day, is our day to do like barbecues and get together, go to a football game, hang out late, do whatever, do a sleepover, something. And then Monday is my adulting day. That's the day where I'm like, ain't no crowds out here on a Monday. I'm out here just living life. I'm going to lunch. I'm like, oh, it's a bonus day. But
there are crowds now on Monday.
Well, there's other adults. There's other adults.
Adults with kids.
Right. You still got to take them to school, so you're still going to have to wake up early, right? You're going to be like, all right, I'm dropping you off, and then I'm out, right? Then when I go back to work, it's something about going back to work and it only being Tuesday through Friday that just makes it so much more tenable. By the time the week gets going, you're halfway through. You got 2 days left, Thursday and Friday, and then you right back at it again, right? If you send me Monday through Thursday, it just feels different. It's just like,
I think I'm in for the Monday through Thursday because I'm gonna struggle through Monday regardless, right? So Monday gonna be here we go. It's gonna be a wash, and now all I got to do is wake up and power through Tuesday through Thursday. I'm in.
Right.
I'm in. If Monday is gonna Monday, right? If Monday is
If
gonna
Monday's
Monday,
a Monday, right?
Monday is gonna Monday, regardless of whether or not I have to go to work or not. And if it doesn't Monday, we just transitioned Monday to Tuesday. I'm like, just let Monday be Monday, let it be abusive, and boom, Tuesday is Tuesday, and I got Tuesday through Thursday that I got to focus real hard on my work, and then I'm out Friday. That means Thursday night, hey, y'all want to go grab a drink? Bet. Because I can wake up in the morning and go drive my kids to school.
But see,
Friday,
I almost think the better, more optimal version of this for our newly made reality of a 4-day work week is to not even make it a rule for everyone. Is to just say you can do whatever you got to do, right? So you got to choose one. The normalizing this is some people take Monday, some people take Friday. Why also would you want to have it that way? Because then when you go to work on Tuesday, if you're a Monday off person, you're like, I can only meet with Jeff on Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday, which essentially kills Friday, right? And you're like, I got individual contributor work to do, but it's not like a normal Friday, right? Right? And then for you,
the funny part for us, go ahead.
No, I was going to say for you that has Friday off, right? You like, I could do my individual joint on Monday, but Carrie's only in the office starting on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and I'm gone on Friday. So essentially, we've taken a 4-day work week and really turned it into 3 focused days and bought ourselves a 4-day work week, a 4-day weekend. I think this is the solution. Do you know how much of the world will be solved? I think it's a new way. I think it's the new reality we need to put.
Because I know my wife is going to go Monday. I'm going to go Friday. And that means on the day that I'm off, boom, she got the kids. She can take them to school. I'm going to sleep in. On the day that she off, she could, I'll rotate and do that for her. But like you said, I'm going to leave about halfway through so we can go have lunch on her day. She's going to leave work halfway through her day. We can have lunch on my day. I like it. Right. Your wife wants to know, what about the midweek off, like Wednesday?
Ooh, no. I don't want to break it up like that because it just feels like I'm being robbed. You know what I mean?
Because then what happens midweek?
No, go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
No. I feel like you're about to say this because Thursday becomes Monday.
Thursday becomes Monday, but Tuesday becomes a weird ass Tuesday. Like Tuesday becomes the day that your boss or somebody's like, yo, you got to do all this thing. And it essentially incrementally eats away from your Wednesday, right? Because you still got the load on your mind of what you got to do on Thursday, right? So it's like, it's not essentially a day because I'm up here working. They bought their day back. Nope. I want it on the weekend. Yep. I want it towards the weekend.
Yep. See, so for me, if you do it midweek, now my week has 2 Mondays. Now Monday's Monday, and now Thursday becomes Monday. And I don't.
You're gonna make me hate.
I can barely get a week.
Yeah, I know. I'm agreeing with you. You're gonna make me hate my job that much quicker, right?
100%. 100%.
Because now I have multiple Mondays. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What did Tal say? Tal says,
well, see,
go ahead.
I was going to say, Tal, you joined the show late. You don't really count in this because you don't have kids yet. So you still have to work the full 5-day work week. This rule only applies to people with children. We get to work 4 days, float the Monday or Friday. All those without kids have to continue to work the full 5-day work week.
Unless you can make a good case for it. Unless you can make a good case. Tal, you are representing the no kids, the no kid pop out there.
Hold on. Let me ask you a question. Do you revert back to the 5-day work week if you like when your kids move out of the house?
No.
So
you never
your kids are gone. Okay. Once it's like Social Security. So once you get it, you got it.
Once you get it, it's yours. It's yours. It's like yours forever, right? Like she said, absolutely not. For all they know, I have kids. Hey, start claiming them on the taxes. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, yeah, we got to see the tax returns. You got to show them on your W-2s. That's like when you apply for the job, you got to turn in your list of your dependents.
Once you put in your list of dependents, HR turns around and asks you, congratulations, which one are you taking off? Fridays or Mondays? He's like, I think for the first 6 months, I'm gonna try Mondays. Second 6 months, I'm gonna try Fridays, but I'll let you know. Right?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? My wife and we worked it out. In our house, we both take Mondays, right? We work Tuesday through Friday, right? That's a household. This way, people can do whatever they got to do. You know what I mean? Tal says, I once lied and said I had to leave to pick up my godson for basketball. What she's not saying is her godson lives in another state. I do have to leave, and he does have basketball, but am I picking him up? No, absolutely not.
Like,
But
I
hey,
didn't lie. I just didn't say the whole truth.
Right. It's a half truth, right? All I'm saying is these are the rules that make life more tenable, especially if you think about it, like all the things you can do with that extra day. Oh, geez, man. I don't know who we'd have to advocate this to, but we got to make this a thing.
So I think this is a real thing, right? Because I think your wife hit it. She says some of the teams at my company have been testing the 4-day work week, and she's jealous. I think as you start to see more of our age demo get in positions of power, I think you'll start to see, because I think we think a little bit more. We're able to think as people who are in the cusp of the generation, right? I'm thinking about us as in, like, I have just as many friends that are, I'm not a millennial. I think I'm in that zennial. I'm 39. So, so I have just as many millennial Gen Z friends, but I also have coworkers and things that are on the other side of the spectrum. So we sit right in the middle, and we see benefits and value on both sides, right? And so I think as more of us get placed into positions of leadership and power, I think you're going to see a greater transition with companies starting to do things that err on the side of this is what Gen Z or the younger generation likes. Because
I don't know, man. I really feel like there's a hard push by the Gen Xers and older to just get rid of all that stuff. Just watching what some of these folks have said about remote work and how it's pointless and everyone needs to come back to the office and all that. I'm like, it feels like we're heading in the wrong direction. And I don't know.
I think that's people having mortgages on these expensive ass office complexes.
Right, but that's not a me problem. That's like a them problem. You bought that building. It's not my building. You know what I mean? But it's like when people start saying like, "Oh, productivity suffers when you're remote like that." I'm like, I don't believe that to be the truth, right? Like, I don't know that that's my truth, right? So it's hard. It is hard, but we got to figure out something because the work-life balance for people in our age group it's unmanageable. This can't be the truth. And I think you'll see more people choosing alternative paths more consistently as time goes on because our responsibilities are just crazy, right? Like,
I think that's why you see so many people in that gig economy.
Say again.
I said, I think that's why you see so many people joining the gig economy, right? I think it's less about like, all right, I can join the gig economy. I can drive for Uber. I can do Uber Eats, and I can pull up on a couple other, and then I can have my side hustle, or I can have my hustle, the thing that I'm aspiring to be. All of these 3 or 4 legs of the stool make up my income. but it gives me ultimate flexibility and freedom, right? Whereas people like us who grew up in an environment, in an economy that didn't say, hey, you can gig your way to a decent life, or hey, you know, we grew up in that space of you get married, you buy a house, you live there, you have kids, you buy a bigger house, right? Like we grew up in this white picket fence mentality, as
Right.
opposed to a lot of that are younger are like, no, I want balance and freedom. Screw everything
Right.
else. And so, you know, we're looking back at them like, yo, I like what they got. But
Right.
truth be told, some of us are too far down the path to we can't minimize our life enough to get to that gig kind of that gig lifestyle.
Yeah. I feel you. But that's why parents need a 3-day weekend. Period. I think that's the major takeaway. If you have a voice at your job, advocate for a 4-day work week. If enough of us do it, then we'll all do it. That's what I think. So
Danielle said it's about defining what success and comfort means to you. And
it is.
And I argue that those two things are what drive me to not go backwards and into that gig lifestyle and economy.
Yeah. Tal said they have unlimited PTO.
Let's have that convo because I have unlimited PTO as well.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter though, right? Like I theoretically, I have a limit on PTO, right? But it's so high at this point that it's like being unlimited, and it doesn't matter because if you have it to earn up to that level to get into the club of unlimited PTO, you're probably a very hard worker that's going to work your behind off anyway, right?
So I think it's different, right? Because I think I agree on paper with unlimited PTO, but the thing that I appreciate about PTO that you pay into is when I leave, you cut me a check for X amount of days that I've accrued, right? And so you're essentially not giving me that money that I accrued if I have unlimited PTO. So as a company, you're saving money, but because you're also having employees that aren't going to pull that, you know, I have unlimited PTO. For me,
I never thought about that.
That's interesting. Yeah. So for me, this is my first time in a space that has unlimited PTO, and it's legit. Like, yo, go. You know, as long as you don't have anything major going on that's affecting the company, or as long as you know, like me, I'm, you know, marketing and development. So as long as there's not something going on, I can take the time off that I want to have off and nobody questions it. We still got to put it in the system, but you know, and so I think this is helping me get better balanced about my schedule, about the days that I take off. So I think for some of us, it depends on the culture and environment that surround the unlimited PTO. Does it really mean unlimited, or is it like, nah, shut up, sit down in the corner, take these 12 days? But yeah. Anyway, sorry, I said a lot of words. Jump in here.
No, I mean it's a good point. It's a good point that it's interesting. I never thought about it from the side of paying out that PTO, right? That's like, yeah, I guess you don't have to cut that check. You know what I mean? And it's like, dang,
so
it's kind of crazy that people will go right.
When I knew I was ready to leave my last gig, I was like, yo, I'm not going to take any vacation days, right? My job is already flexible enough. I can kind of steal some days here and there. I can, you know, like I took some, you know, because we had to take the kids on vacation, but it was always around like, all right, 4th of July, we get 4th of July off. Boom, you backed it up with a weekend. Now you're only taking 3 days off instead of 8 or 7 or 5 or whatever. So when I got ready to go, it was like, all right, cool. I want to accrue. I don't want to use any of my vacation days because I want to get all of that paid out. So essentially, I'm doubling my check. My last check is double plus because I didn't use any of my vacation days. So that's not something that you get when you live in the life that I live now, where I have unlimited PTO.
I never would have thought about that. Yeah.
Oh no, you're more gonna think about hustle, man.
Hey man, so as we were talking about the 4-day work week, that is not what we intended to talk about today. The biggest
the name of the episode super surprises
in America went down last night. The Kansas City Chiefs versus the Philadelphia Eagles Super Bowl. What are your thoughts about the game, the halftime show, and the commercials? If you had to rank them in terms of best to worst, the game, halftime show, or commercials, what you got? What goes in the top?
This is going to be real controversial. I'm going to just go ahead and put this out there. The game, number 1. Lift Every Voice, number 2.
Okay.
Skip Down, commercials, and halftime show.
Oh, commercials and halftime show.
I'll say halftime show, and then I said the commercials are subpar. So I can't even say the halftime show was on par with the commercials. The commercials were trash, and I did not enjoy the halftime show at all.
Now, I've heard a sneaky race-based theory of why the commercials weren't as good this year. And it has to do with it being the first Super Bowl where 2 black quarterbacks were going up against each other, and the perception that this was going to be a low-rated Super Bowl. I've heard
it was the third highest rated Super Bowl of all time.
The perception going in that it was going to be the lowest rated, right?
All right, hold on. I got words for that too, but I want you to give me your rank first.
My rank, I think, so I would go this. I missed the national anthem and Lift Every Voice and Sing because kids, right? So mine goes first half of the Super Bowl, right? Trailers, the movie trailers.
Oh, trailers are great.
Everything else. Right? Everything else was not great to me. I mean, the halftime show was interesting to watch, but mostly because I was like, whoa, these things are floating in the sky. That's crazy. And then I was like, is she pregnant? Is Rihanna pregnant? Is she pregnant? And then I realized I was like everybody else in the world trying to watch this thing. But yeah. The second half of the game was trash. The calling was trash. The commercials were trash. The whole thing was like, yeah, okay. I didn't really see any commercials that were like, this is it. This is the major one. But the trailers, that Flash trailer was like, what?
The Flash trailer was dope.
Michael Keaton?
Yeah.
No.
All right, hold on real quick. Michael Keaton got to be like 70 something now, right? Like, how are we still? I guess if Val Kilmer can be in Maverick and not be able to talk, then Michael Keaton can be in Flash at 74.
Yeah, I thought it was like
I forgot you guys are feeling. All right, can we just address the elephant in the room? Right.
Tal's Eagles all day, and I felt bad for it because he grabbed. He admitted that he grabbed. It just looked in real time like that was a bogus ass call. It looked in real time. It was
do you if it's a foul, if he held him, do we
Right.
want the ref not to call it?
No, no,
Right? Like
and
if we
so
and then if
this is something I thought of later on, is that once because the angle that they had was, it looked like it was just his hand on his back very briefly. It didn't really show the grab from the angle. It wasn't until they went to the side and they showed, no, he had like a good chunk of jersey on him. Now, if the refs hadn't called that and Philly went back and won, people would have been up in arms about that pull. And I can
exactly.
understand that. But it still sucks, man. It's like, to have the game decided that way under 2 minutes in the fourth
But it
quarter
wasn't.
of one of the
But
best Super Bowl games, that's just like, that
it's
sucks, man.
crazy because Philadelphia didn't stop the Chiefs offense at any point in the second half. Those dudes went down the field 5 times and scored a touchdown or a field goal. They were down at halftime 24-14.
I totally get it.
Like,
but that's what I think.
Everyone was like, well, the game was decided. It wasn't. Man,
well,
defense,
I mean,
make one stop.
It was. I think I can still say it was decided by that call, because essentially they would have had the kick. Because if that call hadn't happened, they still would have kicked the field goal. There would have been 2 minutes left, and you would have had to see what that stack would have looked like under a 2-minute drill in the Super Bowl to either win, tie, or lose, right? And that would have been amazing to watch. But I have to agree.
TV.
I have to agree that, and it reminds me of Saban, right? If the game is that close, then it was already lost, right? You can't blow a game like that. And I gotta say, from what I saw, Jalen was doing his thing, man. They said it was one of his most productive games that he's ever had. Mm-hmm. The defense just, I don't know what went down, man. I just don't know, man. But
I think
Mahomes is deadly, man. That guy rolled his ankle, came back, and was slinging them things, man. That's what you want, but it just sucks, man. It just sucks.
I think
it sucks. I really feel bad for the Philly fans that I know.
I think what we saw was the Chiefs offensive coaching staff outcoached Philly's defensive staff, because there's no reason why, when you think about the adjustment, you saw Philly was in the first half red hot, making plays on offense, and then flip to the second half, the Chiefs made some adjustments on defense, kind of limited some of those explosive plays.
Yeah.
They were still driving down the field, but like the Chiefs were getting wide, like every one of their touchdowns was on the same play, and Fam was just wide open twice.
So you know what else I would definitely say going forward? I partially blame the grass, man. The grass had people slipping all over the place. And it's like, this was horrible grass. But I mean,
how you had new grass?
Look, it's the Super Bowl. I'm happy that it was 2 black quarterbacks versus each other for the game. The culture won last night. I appreciate that. The only culture that did not win last night were people looking forward to Rihanna's concert. Because I don't think there's going to be a tour. And even if there was a tour, I'm not paying Beyonce-sized dollar tickets to see her float on the thing and going up and down. I'm not going to do it,
So when we was everybody, Tasha, Danielle, Candace, UGA, you and Georgia State did it, right? Most colleges do it, right? You get these free concerts around homecoming, around all these other things, and it was disappointing. Like, there's no way I would pay for the concert that Rihanna just gave, pregnant or not, right? After about 3 minutes, and I was like, "Oh, is she pregnant?" And then I was like, "Ooh, as a dude, I can't even ask that question because you
Right.
know, like as a dude, I told Candace when she came out for putting kids away, say, is she pregnant?" And I said, as a man, I'm never gonna even get involved
I can't
in the
even go
question
that
of whether
route.
or not a woman is or is not pregnant.
The
I ain't getting in
closest,
trouble. Like that is a quick way.
the closest I can never get to asking a woman if she's pregnant is to quote another female saying that they think that person is pregnant, right? So it's like it's like me going on the internet and being like, "Hey, so Monique said
Fact.
that she thinks Rihanna's pregnant, but I'm not sure." That's the gray space, right? It's a lot of
I toss
people
my
out
hands
there
up.
saying she might be pregnant, but I don't know. You got to always say, I don't know. I don't know that part of it.
And I don't even think it was bad because she didn't have a guest star or no, it was just it was a bad show.
I
I'm
thought that was
like,
kind of. And then they showed Jay-Z was
see,
there with Blue Ivy. They showed Jay-Z was in the crowd
like
with Blue Ivy. And I'm like, he didn't want to get out there.
Tasha said I can ask at the baby shower. Tasha, I'm not asking if a woman pregnant at the baby shower. Like, I need to be able to walk in and go, "Oh, this is Danielle's baby shower. That means she's pregnant." Right? If it's another girl in here that looks pregnant, you're just big to me. I'm not even going down that road. You could have the belly. I could walk by you, brush up against your stomach, and feel a kick. And I'm still not going to assume you pregnant. I'm not going down that road with especially a black woman. I'm not doing it. It's not safe for a man to assume that a woman is pregnant in no way, shape, or form. Just don't do it. The baby king damn near kicked me in the face, and I'm still gonna go. Hey, maybe she got gas because I'm not gonna say you pregnant.
I've seen gas do some weird things.
To an ass.
Hey, Danielle says she's pregnant though. I respect that she did it in the first place. She reminded me of all of her hits. I generally enjoyed it. Made me wish she would have put out more music. I feel like
more music now.
We divert here, right? Because I love my wife's taste in music, and she does have one of the best tastes of music out there. It didn't make me wish for more Rihanna music. It made me wish for more old Rihanna music, right? Like for a quick part, I've been wondering if she was going to do the Black Panther song, and then I remembered I really don't like the Black Panther song, right? I was like,
I love the Black Panther song.
Do you?
I like Rihanna's music. I like Rihanna's music. It was a terrible concert. She did it while pregnant because the bag had to be finished securing.
All right.
Right. The NFL bag is real, right? Get the bag. Get the full bag.
Yeah.
But I think the reality was that concert that they did in LA with Snoop and all the rest of them set the bar. So Snoop in LA, even the Beyonce and Bruno Mars joint, right? Like the bar has been set way too high for these damn things. The Rihanna one was just as bad to me as the one that they did in Atlanta with Big Boy and the white dude with the tats.
Yeah.
It was a reminder that her catalog is impressive.
It just was like, I didn't need it. I didn't need it. And
then to get all the hype around her when they announced her, I was like, yo, we're going to get a good halftime show. It wasn't even a good show. Like, it wasn't a good show. It was her in red on a platform with a bunch of A$AP Rocky sperms chasing her around.
No, like, those were the 2023 Oompa Loompas. They all look like little versions of Doja Cat walking around the stage. And I was like, oh, these look like Oompa Loompa Doja Cats or something sitting around here with hoodies on and goggles or something. But I mean, I gotta be honest. Once they said that Rihanna was doing a halftime show, I was like, oh, okay. I didn't think of her as like a performer, but okay. you know, those red jumpsuits are about to sell out. They about to sell
Tasha,
right
wait,
out of.
Tasha gonna get you one for home.
They're gonna
Tasha
sell
getting
it
the red
right out.
jumpsuit for home.
They're gonna go right into the garbage. Right?
No. We're gonna get Tasha one of them red jumpsuits for homecoming so she can go
I'm
back to
at,
UGA.
I mean, if I really wanted to talk about it though, you can't tell me it didn't look like a Hype Williams video. It made me think of that Missy Elliott song, "I Can't Stand the Rain." That's what it looked like.
You know
That's what
what's
it looked like.
crazy? Is if you got Missy to do it right now.
Right.
If
Missy
you
would
said,
kill
boom,
that.
Missy is gonna be, she would kill it.
Right. Because she's a performer. She's a performer. That's what she
Like
does.
you got Missy and Timberland, fan. They would kill a halftime show.
Let me ask you this. What was the worst movie trailer that you saw?
I don't even hold on. I don't think I saw them all. I know the best one for me was Flash. No, the worst one was Fast 12 or whatever number we're on.
Fast X. You really?
Yeah.
I thought the worst one I saw was Indiana Jones. I just was like, we're doing this again?
I'm an Indiana Jones fan. I'm
That's
a
fan, but dude, come on. Like we haven't transitioned this franchise yet. And now they're introducing another character, and it's like, who is this? Indiana Jones. He gotta be. Harrison Ford got to be in his 70s, 80s by now.
Michael Keaton is playing freaking Batman.
Yeah, but he's playing Batman that's supposed to be, he's like old man Batman, though. It's not like new Batman.
He's putting on, they showed his ass in a bat suit.
All right. And he was killing that.
The fact that they got a bat suit around his big ass, his old ass, like that could very well have killed him in all that latex. So yeah.
Harrison Ford is 80 years old. Legit. He is still doing.
Val Kilmer. No. Val Kilmer was in Maverick and couldn't talk.
Yeah.
He had throat cancer. He had throat cancer and couldn't talk. So if Val Kilmer with throat cancer.
No, you can't do that. Michael Keaton.
Val Kilmer with throat cancer. No.
Michael Keaton was 71. And remember, he was already in Spider-Man Homecoming, right?
Throat cancer.
Val Kilmer, that's what's up for Val Kilmer. Michael Keaton, I definitely expect it. Once you get enough to be 80, though, come on now. Yeah, I think some of the commercials I just were like, I guess T-Mobile, now you're selling home internet. Okay.
Yeah, no. See, Tasha said no. I thought that was just in the movie. No, Tom Cruise said he wasn't going to do the movie. He wasn't going to do Top Gun 2 unless Maverick, unless Old Boy was in the movie. And so that's the only way that they could. And they wanted to CGI him, and Tom Cruise was like, "No, you can't." So my man got throat cancer, couldn't talk, was typing it out. That's how they wrote his character. Fam, if we still letting Val Kilmer do the next thing we're gonna do, what was the Val Kilmer movie?
Val Kilmer only 63 now. Val Kilmer only 60.
He got throat cancer. He got throat cancer.
What's wrong with acting when you got cancer? Technically, Chadwick Boseman filmed Black Panther and had colorectal cancer.
But he could talk. We're missing a key element of the. These aren't silent films. Chadwick had the issue, but he could still fight and talk. Val can't fight nor talk.
I have no problems with Val Kilmer getting a check from Maverick.
But you got a problem with Harrison Ford still
I got a problem with Harrison Ford that just transitioned the role to somebody, dude. Like Indy got a kid. He got a kid.
Fam,
Here's the crazy
on my side. He can't talk.
Passport 2 from Indiana Jones, number 2. You know what I'm talking about? The Asian boy, right? That dude is grown and out here winning awards for Everything Everywhere All at Once. That's how long this franchise has been around. He was a little boy.
Yes.
He's a grown person now. And Indiana Jones is still playing. Harrison Ford is still playing Indiana Jones. That's crazy.
Well, we might as well go ahead and let Val Kilmer jump back in and play in all the rest of his movies then. Like, hey, let's just redo. Let's just hold on. What was the name of my favorite movie about Val Kilmer? He might as well get to rehash his Batman movie.
Val Kilmer could go ahead and no, Shia LaBeouf, and then the next one.
Shia LaBeouf was in the second time they rebooted the franchise. He was the Asian boy.
No, they didn't. Shia LaBeouf was Indiana Jones Jr. He's Indiana Jones the third.
So he was an Asian boy. He was the sidekick.
He's Indy's son, man. He's Indiana Jones. I thought you was a fan of the franchise, man. You gotta keep it up. Hey,
that was a dark. The Shia LaBeouf years were dark years.
I would have rather had Shia LaBeouf on a run here than Harrison Ford back at it. I just didn't get it.
I would rather have Shia LaBeouf instead of Val Kilmer, but at least one of them could talk.
Shade. Anyway, are you ready to do our favorite part of the show?
Yeah, man. I'm ready. Hold on. Let me get the thing. Let me get the thing. Boom.
Heroes and villains. Who's your hero? Who's your villain for this week?
So I haven't given y'all. So hero this week is a science hero. I hadn't given y'all sciencey crap in a long time. Ran across an article in a subsequent YouTube video this week that talked about NASA and DARPA, I think it's DARPA, have awarded 3 contracts to 3 different entities around building a new space engine that's powered by nuclear fusion. So up until today, all of our rockets are fueled by a mix of water and hydrogen gas, right? So anyway, long story short, that weighs down the rocket, makes the rocket so that makes it harder for us to go further distances, and it makes our rockets a little bit slower. So the goal is to, by the year 2027, have a rocket built that can be powered by nuclear fusion. So super dope. I forgot the 3 contracts that they awarded 6 total contracts for the engine, 3 contracts for the body of the rocket, with the goal of having both of them at least conceptualized by 2027. So super, super dope. They said it would cut nuclear powered rockets would cut the travel time to Mars down to 45 days.
Wow.
And they
That's
said
pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah. So super dope, super dope stuff. So that's my science related hero. Villain. I don't think I have a villain. I think I had 3 last week. So, I mean, unless something jumps at me while you're doing yours, I'm going to go no villain for the week.
Hey, man, your dad said his hero of the week is your brother. A cop in uniform in Augusta.
Oh, yeah.
Big shout out.
No, my little brother. So, for those who don't know, little brother moved back. He was in Columbus as a sheriff for a while, moved back home. And so now he's a cop in Augusta. Doing good work. He's a he's a good kid, man.
Yeah.
Out here in the community. And it's funny because most of the people, unfortunately, that he arrests these days are people that we went to high school with, or that he knows. But it's good to see, because that's what community policing is about, right? Like
Right.
you know the neighborhoods, you know the families, and you know you can talk to them a hell of a lot different than some of these jackasses that are on the street today.
Yeah.
I probably
Okay.
have a villain. I just can't think about it. But I'll let you go. I'll let you go ahead and run with yours.
I think I got a few. I got a few. So heroes. Hero of the week. One, I gotta call out my aunt Nita. Aunt Nita, Danielle's aunt. It's her she's about to, or she's celebrating her 60th birthday. I know she watches the show every now and then. Big shout outs to her. Happy birthday. Celebrate, celebrate, celebrate. Congratulations there. And then next hero, it's got to be Danielle. Danielle's been working on a project at work, and real G's move in silence. So
Uh-oh.
she's been
Somebody
moving. So well, she's been doing her thing at work, and I know she's been working really hard at a couple projects. So I got to give her props there. Shout outs to my wife Danielle. Uh, villain of the week. Villain of the week for me has to be sleep. It's just, why do you hate me so much? Why must you ruin my life? Sleep. I can't ever get enough of it. And it's always trying to elude me. It's trying to like fight me. It's like I have it perfectly set up. And then it's like, ha ha ha, got too much stuff on your brain, can't go to sleep. Won't do it now.
Yep.
So villain of the week is sleep, man. Sleep. I hate you and I need you. It's the weirdest addiction I've ever had in my life. Addicted to trying to get some sleep. So that's all I got, man.
Yeah, man. Hey, I'm good. Hey, I'm gonna ride without having no villain this week, bro. Like I thought I had one. But I will say, man, if yeah, Candace said get you some ashwagandha.
What is
the
that?
goalie ashwagandhas? It does have a good natural kind of calming effect on you. It doesn't have the same active ingredients as melatonin. It just kind of calms you, and it just kind of allows your body to turn off naturally. So yeah, Candace takes it every day. If I'm ever
Y'all are really ITP.
If I'm anxious, if I'm feeling anxious, bro, like so we took Avery off the melatonin and got him on the ashwagandhas, and it just kind of
okay. Hey, we were just talking about for some alternatives. Yeah,
it's we get the joints is from Goalie. I'll go upstairs when I walk up. I'll take a picture.
Yeah, send it to me. I'm gonna check it out. I'm gonna check it out. Yeah, I'm just trying to get some sleep, man. That's all.
Yeah, bro.
Just
no. Well, I'll take a picture of it now. It takes it to you tonight. Hey, but real talk. If prayer is one of those things that's important to you, just be up on the people in Syria and Turkey after those earthquakes hit late last week. I think it was late last week. Those earthquakes hit.
340,000.
If folks are asking,
isn't it? It's like up there.
Y'all know my rule. Y'all know my fundraising rule, my donations rule about giving. Give to if you feel so inclined to give it to the people directly on the ground. Do a little bit more research. This is the time of year, natural disaster hit. Red Cross is going to invade your airspace, talking about give to help the people in Turkey or Syria. Do a little bit of research and give to organizations that are in country directly and on the ground. Specifically in Syria, because Syria has been a war-torn country for decades, partly because of bad geopolitics on the American side, but that's not why we're here. So give to both countries if you can, but specifically if you have a heart to support organizations, look for one that's local on the ground in Syria. This way you can be sure your money is going to those in need. Don't give to the Red Cross.
Yeah, with the death toll going above 36,000, I said 360. It's like 36,000 and climbing. this is devastating to the whole country. If you know people that have family over there, know that they are not okay. Check on them, check on your people, and just reach out and say, is that
because I was looking at the news. They said the area that hit in both countries were some of the most remote parts of those countries, where one road in, one road out kind of situation. So, this ain't a time for politics. You may not agree with what's going on in the geopolitics of those countries. Just sometimes, man, we owe it to ourselves to put some good karma in the world. And this is one of those times where, God forbid we ever need it. So put some good karma in the world and support, people who are in desperate need of a helping hand.
Yeah, man. Good points.
Yeah. Yo, we promised a hard hour. We're at an hour and 8 minutes. Both Carrie and I are probably shutting it down after the pod. We're not working. We're not doing our usual. I think we are both going to shut it down.
Yawning
I'm trying not to yawn the whole episode.
You trying to. Yawning is contagious. I think we're both going to sleep. So it was a fantastic Monday, fantastic show. Thank y'all for tuning in and showing out in the comments. As always, we have the best guest on our show ever. And I put that up against any show that's out there. So make sure y'all share it with friends, because we're starting to get some more likes, getting some more subscribers. That's awesome. If you're new to the show, check us out every Monday. We'll be right here doing this every Monday. So I'm done. Yeah.
Come out, bro. I'm Jeff.
All right. I'm Carrie. Peace out.
Drunk Mondays, baby.